Hi, Majella here. I don't normally do lives, but I thought it might be helpful if I hopped on this evening and gave just a little brief property update. So today the Society Chartered Surveyors Ireland held their residential property review and outlook event online, and we had an economist from the Central Bank of Ireland, and there was a number of us agents from different regions throughout the country who shared our experiences on the property market. So I just thought I would, share this information because it may be of use to you. So if we firstly look at the general market review, going back to 2021. So kind of focusing in the Cork, West Cork market, we saw price increases of 14 to 20%. And the highest price increases were with coastal properties and rural properties. And supply throughout the whole year was very, very low. I suppose the level 5 lockdown at the start of 2021, caused a big halt to new builds. But also the supply of second-hand property was very low. And I think this was generally because, the uncertainty attached to COVID-19, but also, the lack of alternative accommodation there. So people, if they were to sell their home, where would they go? That was a big question people were asking. If I sell my home, where do I go? So just moving on now, and we looked at, what were the properties, the most sought after properties or the best sellers in 2021. And I can tell you, it's still, I know we're in our first month of 2022, but it's still the same case. So number one, new builds. They were very popular and still are amongst first-time buyers in particular. And that's especially because, you can get the Help to Buy scheme and the greener mortgages. Also rural properties, and that stemmed by the remote working and also the desire for more space. Another big selling trend was properties with good connectivity to broadband. So at the moment, if somebody's viewing a property, the first thing they do is they take out their phone and they check the broadband speed. So that is so important. Turnkey condition properties. Properties in good condition that you can walk in and live in straight away are in high demand. We find properties that require some work are definitely slower to shift. And surprise or no surprise, good energy efficient properties are very, very popular. So just moving on now, that I just thought I'd share with you some buyer trends. And what we've noticed in the past year or two really is that buyers are more knowledgeable now. They know their requirements. They know exactly what they want. I think they had a lot of time to think. I suppose that was also stemmed by the fact that, with virtual viewings, people could see the property before they actually physically went to see it. So they had their questions prepared and they really knew what they were looking for. And another trend, I think, amongst buyers is lifestyle. People are valuing their time and their quality of life more. And they're willing to pay a premium price if they can find a property that ultimately suits their needs instantly. So that is a big thing we're constantly seeing in the past year or so, is people going for the lifestyle. And there was another few things I wanted to look at. Well, I suppose lastly, the big question that everyone has is, where will prices go in 2022? So we're into the end of January now, you could say, and the market has been very, very busy. Buyers are actively out there. There are a few sales coming in the pipeline, so we expect those to be released early spring. But how much will property prices increase for 2022? So according to the Society Chartered Surveyors survey, they estimated that for Munster, they're saying about the 5% range. So my opinion of that is like urban areas I can see increasing by the 5%. But there is a big imbalance in the construction of new builds between urban and rural areas. So there's a way more new builds being built in urban areas and very little, if any, in rural areas. But the ironic thing is, people now want to live in rural areas. That's where the demand is most for. So with that in mind, I think urban areas will see the 5% increase, but I think you could see up to a 10% increase in rural areas simply because the properties aren't there. You know, the supply of them is so low. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you've any questions, pop them in the comments below or direct message me and I will do my best to answer them. And just say hello to, I see Sharon is watching there, and Stella. Stella, hope you're keeping well. And Catherine and Miriam. I'm only poking down the phone here now, I can't see them all. So thank you for listening. And as I say, I hope it's of help to you. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments or direct message me and I will get back to you. Bye bye.